The Gundam ceiling tile diorama, and ladies and gentlemen, last I left off, I've been cutting out some I don't want to say armor plating, it's just hull plating, just to give the overall deal a little bit of texture. And I really didn't measure any of them. I basically eyeballed them and cut them in shape and everything. There's a modeler by the name of Ken Shiftington, one of my favorite models. All he does is scratch builds everything, and I don't know if he measures, but all he does is really eyeballs everything, and it's just immaculate what he builds. So basically, kind of what I do in my little bit of philosophy when scratch building, eyeball it, put it on, you're not going to be wrong. So I got the square. I'm at the point now, and I'm a type of modeler. How much detail do you want to put in? And I want to put in, just enough. I don't want to go, completely overboard and, take like months and months and months, putting every little detail on there. I just want enough to have the flavor in it, and really get to the point where I need to paint it. And one thing I did do before I began to paint is it needed a little more detail, and that's just a few little kit parts here and there. There's some aircraft tires, this stuff from I guess a ship, because there was the doors to it. I did add some bombs, which I have a funny story. I know a guy that he kit bashed a ship, and he used a lot of fuel tanks, fuel bombs, and I have a lifetime supply because I bought I went to a whole tote full. Went to a show and just guy said how much. I asked him how much. He told me. Great. But anyway, a gentleman built a spaceship, and he put it with fuel tanks and detailed it out. And one of the comments below said they were dumb bombs. And so when I read that many years ago, I was like, all right, everything I can build's got to have a dumb bomb on it. So I put some in. Now you got to change them just enough to where people don't know exactly that it is a fuel tank or a bomb. If you change it up, like I got the inside ones here. I got a bomb and a tire next to it just to hide the the shape of it, and that's kind of what you want to do when you kit bash. You don't want to. So some things you blatantly want to put on, because there is some ships you know exactly what it is when you see the model part on the studio model, but most of the time you just want to like, hey, there's detail in there, and once you put paint on it, you'll never know. So the Zakus, I want to put the first grade one I believe in. I'm going to do a high grade and then another high grade, or I may get three high grades and put them all in there. I want to do 3, maybe 4. I want to see how much it clutters it up. Because I just want the effect of the Zaku's coming out of the hangar. Now the hangar part is 3 doors. This will all be painted green, which we like to use spray paint around here. We're going to use Hunt Club green. I'm going to spray it green, then I'm going to go back in and airbrush the doors like a dark gray. So I have 2 doors on the side, and then this is a gray foam board, and I'm going to leave it gray, and I'm going to go back in and paint it the back a dark gray and then a light gray on the inside. And then I started working on the high grade Gundams, or the high grade Zakus, which this is the first grade, and they just got more articulation, but anyway, it's not too bad. I like the first grade ones too. I think they can be used, so we're going to try to use them. So anyway, I'm at the point now. I don't want to add too much detail. I mean, if I need to see it painted, and then once I get the green on, and if I need to add a little bit more, I can. If not, I want to just go with it. I want to go in with the airbrush, and we're going to make a lot of shadows, a lot of streaking, like it's combat ready. And of course, we want to add little decals to it. In the Gundam world, this is the Musai class, which one of the ship's names was the Valkyrie. So I take, instead of cutting them out of styrene, I use vinyl. And the craft store had these for like $1 a sheet, and it was just, all you got to do is paint them. And I took the gold ones, take the name out, paint them white, and it'll go something like that on the top. I always like to have like the name of the ship, I know it's not entirely accurate, but it's pretty hard to say. And I found a Xeon symbol, so we're going to have the name, and if you can see it in the screen, we're going to have it right about there. So, you know, Valkyrie ship with the little emblem there, just to give it a little color and, you know, pay tribute to the little Gundam Xeon ships there. But anyway, that's what I got going on today. Again, I'm at the point where I really need to, I just need to get it painted. And I think I'll get the base coat on. And then I got to go back in and mask some things off. I got a couple gaps, which you really can't see on the inside. But if you looked on the inside, you can see them. And what I'm going to do is take tape and just tape the sides and make like a little border around on the inside, hide everything. You know, it's just like building a model kit for like a movie, movie show. You know, just using what's available and everything, and it'll look good. You know, especially from the ceiling, and basically it's designed for you know, picture taking and, you know, looking at it and getting inspired. So anyway, that's what I got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.